Are you serious? If this doesn't give you baby fever, I don't know what will. I know for a fact this is not going to give you baby fever, though. This is the aftermath.
She loves her daddy. I had a little blood in my milk, and she was like, do not feed that to me. Look at her face. It's so hard to get out of the house for the first time. One thing I didn't realize is how many things you have to bring. We got our girl checked for tongue tie, and she learned cup feeding.
We just woke up. Kira is sleeping in her crib.
We've been placing the sound machine in the crib with her.
I am pumping right now. Kira was up every hour and a half to 2 hours last night to feed and do diaper changes. She's taking a lot more volume now, and I'm exclusively just pumping right now, just so I can give my nipples a break because they were like cracked and bleeding from having an incorrect latch, like latching her way too shallow. This morning we have an appointment with the lactation consultant, and I'm planning on breastfeeding at that appointment. I have not latched Kira in like 18 hours, I think, just to give my nipples a nice little rest because they were hurting so bad. We also have a pediatric appointment today, so we're gonna go and get her weight and her jaundice checked because she was at 10% weight loss in the hospital. Because of the weight loss, they want her to do a 1-day follow-up, which is today. We just had a successful pump. It looks like it. This is like definitely the most that I've ever gotten. It looks like I got pretty close to 40 on both of these, which is amazing.
It's like 1 ounce on each side, so 2 ounces total. Kira is officially in the blowout stages.
Do you see what's in the mirror right there?
It's a yellow thing.
That's a blowout.
Oh shit. Damn.
I'm about to get her out of this old blowout, and then we're gonna put her in this cute purple outfit. She has got to be like the cutest baby in the entire world. Like, are you serious? Are you serious? If this doesn't give you baby fever, I don't know what will. I know for a fact this is not gonna give you baby fever, though. This is the aftermath of the blowout. We gotta wash the halo sac and everything. Like, it went all the way through. Oh my gosh, it's so funny.
She's feeling much better now, all cozy and warm, ready to fall asleep again, just in time for us to get out of the house. It was a struggle for me to get things ready and get out of the house on time. I did not realize what goes into it, and I thought I gave myself enough time. Like, I guess 2 hours is not enough time for the first time getting out of the house. I have to give myself grace though, because we had blowouts, I did my hair and makeup, and we made it on time to our appointment. Everything looked good with her weight, and so we made an appointment for a 2-week follow-up with a pediatrician. She did not enjoy getting naked and getting her weight checked though. It was so hard watching her get checked for tongue tie, but it was quick, and I'm so happy that we figured out she does have a pretty bad tongue and lip tie. Unfortunately, we are going to have to get the tongue tie and lip tie clipped. I'm a little traumatized and not too excited about that. Here, the lactation consultant was showing us what not to do and how to pace feed. So she was describing how you can put the bottle horizontally and really make baby work to get that milk, because when you feed them too fast with the bottle, it interferes with breastfeeding since the milk doesn't come out of the breast that fast. Because her latch was so shallow and my breast tissue was already so damaged, we decided to do a little bit of cup feeding. I brought some pumped breast milk in a bottle, and it was perfect timing because it was time for her to eat and she was really hungry. I love this method of feeding, and it does teach your baby how to drink out of a cup at a very young age. We didn't end up using this method too often. We decided to do much more pace feeding with a bottle just because I was heartbroken every time that we would lose breast milk. I already was pumping exclusively, and I wasn't making as much as I would have liked. And so even losing a drop, I was like, oh, I don't know. I just couldn't do it. But look at how cute she looks drinking out of this cup at 2 days old with her little tiny legs and all that hair. Also, Dad was way better at this feeding method than I was. We did end up getting her tongue tie fixed, and I recorded the whole consultation. So look for that video if you're interested in seeing the process and kind of what happened with that. In one drop of breast milk alone, you have over 400 proteins, thousands of immune fighting cells, hundreds of different types of fatty acid, and millions of antibody molecules. One thing that really stuck with me is that babies are not meant to digest goat's milk, cow's milk, any kind of formula. They are made to digest human milk. And I understand that that's not always possible for everyone. I personally had to start supplementing a little bit in combo feeding, and I put her on goat's milk at 4 months old because when we went to her pediatric appointment, she fell off of the growth charts and she truly just wasn't getting enough. But I am here at 6 months now, still breastfeeding. Every single drop counts. It is hard getting enough calories, and you have to drink like a gallon of water. The more you stimulate, the more you will produce. I was going to say that I think my mom is just as in love as I am, but that is just not even possible. It is a lot of work to exclusively pump, and that is what we're doing right now. I missed sushi while being pregnant. I missed it so much, I can't even tell you. And so this satisfied a craving like beyond words. I was just ready for tuna and salmon and a nice cold refreshing beer. I love watching them interact with each other and him holding her.
This is the color of my milk. I don't know what's going on. This is my little breastfeeding side table tray in the current situation. So last night I got some blood in my milk, and I wasn't sure exactly what it was, but the color of the milk was like a bloody color, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? And so I just kept pumping through it until the milk became clear, and then I stopped the pump and I went and just like dumped the milk down the sink and then continued with pumping, and it went totally clear. I ended up pumping like 125 mLs, which is the most that I've ever pumped, and I ran it by the lactation consultant, and she was like, oh yeah, that's definitely just like a little bit of milk that was probably stuck in your ducts, and it was probably loosened up when you were doing breast gymnastics. If you don't know what breast gymnastics is, then just look it up, breast gymnastics for breastfeeding. Just make sure you put for breastfeeding in there, or else some crazy stuff might come up. But yeah, everything is going well, and no more blood in the milk as of yet. So thankful. I just pumped 35 plus 50. That's 85, and she was crying. We ran out of milk last night, and so I stopped pumping and dumped 40 mLs of the supply into a bottle so we could just give it to her fresh. So we just got 125 milliliters total this pump. That's the first time that we've gotten that much milk.
That is just over 4 ounces in one pump. Time seems to be moving so slow right now, and so much can happen in one day and one night. I'm living in the present moment right now more than I ever have in my entire life. The color of colostrum is just beautiful. The nights are full of love and cuddling and skin to skin, pumping, washing pump parts, feeding her, wrapping her up, swaddling her, getting her nice and cozy and warm, and then rocking her back to sleep. getting used to the fact that we are going to be sleep deprived for a little while and probably changing her diaper way more than we needed to. And at the same time, healing from a C-section. Kira would wake up crying, and I would ask Devron to help me up because I could not get out of bed by myself. I would feed her the bottle that I had pumped from the previous time, burp her and change her diaper, wrap her up, rock her to sleep, and put her back in the crib. Then I would pump and take the milk down to the refrigerator, wash all of the parts, and then get back in bed. And then it would repeat every 2 hours around the clock. I don't know where I got the drive and the motivation, but I was just so in love. God has given me this innate strength to get through it.